Five, four, three, two, one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another segment of the Quarantine Edition of the Better Things to Do podcast. It is your host, JZ Prods. You got meditating King underscore Yuli and Noah double underscore. Oh, Noah double underscore. No soul double underscore.
I like the first one.
Yeah. I actually found my name on Instagram, just my name like just Joaquin, like that, and some Spanish guy has it. I was thinking of hitting him up and seeing if he would sell me the name. Um, I'm willing to pay decent money for the app to have just Joaquin.
I always wondered how people got those, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, they had to pay for them because it's like, say, like Ninja. How did he get at Ninja?
Oh well, when
Or
I think when you're an influencer, I think you can influence Instagram to be like Ejectocito, cuz.
But I think
Because like,
his Instagram name, I think he actually like bought it. Like some guy had it, and I remember him talking about it on the stream that like he like paid for his to give him his name,
Yeah.
which is not
yeah,
bad.
it's stuff like that where I'm like, before I really gave it some thought, I was like, how'd they do that? How is it that nobody had, like, I was like, did nobody come up with that one? Feels unlikely, but yeah.
Yeah.
The more I thought about it,
We're gonna roll
and
the
I
intro.
see like,
Hold
oh,
that thought.
we're not intro
Hold
yet.
that thought. We're gonna roll the
Okay.
intro and then we're gonna get right into it. All right. Yeah, it kind of just got out of hand. We didn't properly intro it up, but continue your thought.
It's a long weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, so.
This was a 3-day weekend for you.
No, not normally. I just always have 3-day weekends.
Oh,
Oh, you don't work
nice.
Fridays?
I don't work Mondays,
Oh, what?
so I don't have the case of the Mondays. My Mondays are Tuesdays.
Oof. My Tuesdays are my free days. So my Mondays are still my Mondays, but my Tuesdays I'm like, oof, let me chill.
I since the new gig,
Mhm.
now I understand what these it's Friday memes are all about. I fully comprehend what that means. Because before I used to work weekends all the time. So whenever they'd be like, "Yeah, it's viernes" or "It's Friday," I'd always be like, "I work tomorrow morning. Like, what's the big deal?"
Yeah.
Let's see,
It's the first. It's the first gig where I was like, "Oh, this is the hype."
Can't wait till Friday.
This is
Dude.
that Friday
Oh,
feeling.
now I know what that means. Now I know. Now I properly understand what the Friday feeling is like.
See,
And I got to admit, I love it.
to me, it's that Sunday feeling. Because I work 6 days, like.
Well, then it's
No matter
Saturday,
what.
no?
Because he works Saturday.
Because your
Oh,
day
yeah, I
off
guess,
is Sunday, so
Yeah.
it's a Saturday. Like
Yeah.
when you're coming home from Saturday, your Saturday gig, it's like yes, I'm home.
Well, this last Saturday I wasn't too hyped because I got off at like 8:30.
And the night.
Yeah,
At night.
it's still hype. It's still hype.
It was like medium hype. I was like, I don't work tomorrow, but I still getting home
Wait,
late as fuck.
What'd you do the Sunday?
This Sunday I did nothing but just chill. And
Then I think it's worth.
I chilled and I had Olive Garden, so that
Ooh.
was pretty good. I had the chicken shrimp carbonara.
Uh-huh.
That's
Wait.
That's just good.
Can take out Olive Garden? Can they give you unlimited breadsticks?
Yeah, they just keep delivering it to you. You just call them up and be like, "Hey, I need some breadsticks, bro."
Imagine.
And they'll be like, "Say less."
that fucking
Hey,
that
say
fucking
no
gas
more, dude.
that gas tab, dude.
Interesting.
Nah, they just give you a good amount, but I mean, it still doesn't match up to unlimited breadsticks.
That would be crazy if that was a thing.
I want some good pasta. That's what that's the quarantine food that I've been missing. I've been able to quench a couple thirsts and a couple desires, but a good pasta is something I still haven't had.
I would recommend not eating pasta at the spaghetti factory. I went there once with my dad.
Hey,
Not
that's
good.
that's the one in Duarte, right?
Yeah, and like for being the spaghetti factory and like pasta should be your
What did
thing.
you get?
Like,
What did you get?
it was my sister got the shrimp Alfredo and I got some of that. I like that because Alfredo I think it's always good like no matter what. But I had the what was it? What's the Oh fuck. It's like a dip, but they made that out of spaghetti.
A
It
dip,
was weird.
a dip.
The sauce, whatever that dip is, artichoke dip.
That's not
Yeah.
pasta. That's a leaf.
No,
I
Oh, is
but
that
they
the
believe.
made they
sauce?
made they made the sauce out of it.
The
Sorry, I missed.
artichoke dip sauce.
Yeah, it was not the vibes.
Oh,
And then my dad just got like regular spaghetti and like the sauce, and it was like dry. Like the sauce was like watery and not saucy. It was bad vibes the whole time.
See, I've always wondered about since I was a kid, because we would go where the spaghetti factory is, literally just like you drive down towards Huntington, right? Eso la luz. Across, and then like the first entrada on the plaza, there's this place called El Salvadoreño. And we
Mm.
would go get pupusas there.
oh, the
Oh yeah,
pupusas there are pretty good.
you talk about that
They're
place.
very good.
Legit
Yeah, yeah,
pupusas there. Okay? They cost more, but you can taste the difference.
yeah. Ooh.
Versus like $1 pupusas. Like
Right,
no
right.
compara.
Okay,
I had always seen it for years. Wait, what?
I was gonna ask before you move on from the pupusas,
Uh-huh.
curtido or no curtido.
I haven't.
You've never had
I, I
curtido?
I've never had the desire to have curtido.
I look at it, and because I like coleslaw, right? Coleslaw is one of those food
Uh-huh.
items that not a lot of people like.
Is it pickled?
Yes, it's pickled.
Is that what it's in?
Yes.
It usually
Well,
is, yeah.
maybe subconsciously I've thought that it was pickled y nunca se me ha antojado. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But I've never
Mhm.
had the desire to get a bunch of watery cabbage and put it on my pupusa.
Yeah. I see people do it like mounds of fucking curtido, and I'm just like,
Parents,
Yeah,
like my parents, like it's like, si no hay curtido, it's not pupusa, and I'm like, it's
Uh,
still pretty much pupusa.
I do like my pupusas. I do like pupusas ahogadas. Like I'll fill my plate of salsa, like where it covers like the pupusa, and I just like leave it there for a little bit, like soaking, and then I start eating it.
See, I can't do that.
yeah. No, it's not
It's,
nostalgia, dude.
it's the soggy. It's the sogginess.
No, it's so good.
Yeah. But
But
I've noticed that parents do that. Like, if there's ever like toppings on something, they always overdo it. Cause the same thing with my tacos dorados. Like my mom, what she will serve me will be like salad with tacos instead of like tacos with like
no,
a little bit of like.
Do you think it might be an age thing? Like the
That they
older
just
you get, the more shit you end up using,
I
the
think
more stuff you end up putting,
I
or is it the change in palate?
I think it's a stomach thing, because if you just eat, like for example, like myself, when I eat tacos dorados, crema, like just like hefty amounts of crema on that bitch, tons of cheese, and just again drown those bitches in salsa, just like fucking soggy tacos if they have to be. But
See, I can do that.
they don't get soggy because they're dorados. But I always
Your
have the
goal is
lettuce
to
on the
make
side.
them soggy.
I always have the salad on the side. I never put it on the fucking tacos. And I told my mom, I was like, I love you, Mom. Your tacos are the fucking best. Stop killing it with the lettuce. Put that shit on the side and put some pepinos and some lemon and some salt, and I'll eat it like that. But not on the tacos. It kills the flavor.
Like,
I don't need it. I don't need crunchy water on my fucking delicious tacos.
like I
All of
wanted
that.
a taco, not a taco salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, a salad always on the side. The lettuce always on the side. Some pepino, salt, lemon. Done.
You brought up the copious amounts of crema. something happened earlier today that I got triggered as fuck.
Ooh.
Okay, so my dad's like, they went to go help out a friend, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to go to Chipotle and get me like the burrito bowl, two of
Oh, those are so good.
them, for me and your mom for lunch tomorrow." And I was like, "Yeah, pues ya que voy, I might as well get one myself." So I got three. All right, my dad, just because like you heat it up the next day, he's like, just put like the shredded cheese and the salsa, just so you don't, so nothing else like, because the guac can sometimes get black by the time you actually
Yeah.
eat it, and then if you heat it up, it's red. So just keep it simple. I was like, okay, since I'm gonna eat mine now, I'm gonna put some of that queso. Apparently, that's how you have to say. If you say queso, they look at you like, oh, I'm sorry, queso.
Same thing. Like
Um,
when I ask for pico de gallo, I'm like, I'll get the spicy one.
Pico de
The mild
gallo?
one.
pico de gallo. I said, so I told him, I was like, I want queso, and I want the green salsa. They pour on the queso, and I see her pick up the ladle of fucking sour cream.
Yes.
And
Welcome
I'm
to the
telling
dark
her,
side.
I'm telling her, no, the salsa. No, the salsa. She is like talking to her coworker and just,
Welcome to the dark
Dude.
side, my son.
dude, you could not see any rice, no chicken, no beans, nothing. She even covered up all the. It literally just looked like a bowl of sour cream. She covered the whole fucking thing.
Yes, that's the
There
best.
was no way around it. It was literally a one clean coat of sour cream. It was just white.
The primer coat.
And you know what? You know the audacity of this bitch? She puts it all down and then goes up and goes, "Oh, you didn't say sour cream?" But I was like, "You didn't think to ask before pouring it? You clearly heard me. That means you heard me and you went, Fwah! You didn't want sour cream?" And I was like, "Oh!" And then she kind of they kind of look at each other like, they throw the whole thing. No, she asked, "Would you like me to remake it?" And I'm like, "Yes." What do you mean? You drenched it in fucking, and then no, yes, do it again. They ended up throwing it away and making another one. And then she was like, "Which one did you want?" I was like, "The green one, the green one, not the cream one."
The salsa verde.
The salsa verde.
It's because you didn't say it like that.
I couldn't understand you.
I didn't understand your accent.
Green salsa. I thought you said cream salsa.
Ew. Cream.
I was, and you know, it's the sour cream that wasn't like, like Taco Bell or Pollo Loco. It's like an abuelita. It almost looks like a ball of like vanilla ice cream. It's just kind of just like, right.
Mm-hmm.
I can even handle that because I can easily just scoop it off.
Yeah.
This shit was liquidy. Okay, there was no going around this. Okay, if I took it home, I was eating all sour cream, and I was like, I was not about it.
That's the fucking
If it was
best,
crema,
dude.
it'd be fine. It's the sour. It's the sour part. I'm just like, nah, chief. That ain't it.
To Noé, sour cream is just like a mouthful of warheads.
And you know what sucks is I'd rather have a mouthful of warheads. I would much rather have that.
See, whenever I go to Chipotle, I gotta fight them on the sour cream because
You gotta ask more.
They're so stingy. Yes, whenever
See,
I
look,
get sour cream, it's like
You should order mine, and I will order yours because they're clearly like, this guy doesn't like it. Let's fucking pour it. You know what? Let's just take the whole thing and go.
She brings out the cow. She's like, "Oh, you want an extra, right?" She's just there.
And then it's like, all right, so normally we let it ferment for a couple days, so we can come back in about a week, it'll be ready to go.
That's funny.
So I'll order yours because clearly they know. It's like if they had mole, they would serve me that.
Oof.
They know.
Like the salsa verde, salsa mole.
Mole.
Salsa mole.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fine. Give me the green one. The chocolate one? No, the chocolate one. Chocolate, please.
Ever since the last podcast, I want a plate of enmoladas, chicken enmoladas, right? You get your tortillas with chicken and a little bit of cheese in them. You lay them flat. You put that nice fat coat of mole on top of them. That sour cream, that cheese, and the raw onion. Oh,
You know what?
oof.
Just give me the cheese.
Just
Give
give
me
me
the
the
cheese.
cheese.
I'll just eat
Tortilla and
cheese.
cheese. Tortilla and cheese.
Everything else. If I were going to your house, like, mijo, ¿qué vas a querer? Ah, pues a mí no me da el queso. Queso con los. You know what? Make me quesadillas. I'm cool with that.
Hey, that reminds me. That reminds me of. I think you'll know right away, Noe, when I say it. Our homie who had to eat a chile relleno. If not, we'll
think I
talk it.
remember.
If not, we'll talk
I
about it
might remember who it could have been. Yeah.
off podcast. But if not, like it was just that you just gotta eat the food out of respect. Out of
What,
respect.
he doesn't like that?
No.
That was me with mole, dude. I ate it. See, look, mole isn't like sour cream. I'm not touching it. Mole, I can eat. I won't enjoy it, but it's not repulsive. It's just not something I crave. It's not a flavor that I want.
What is it about mole that you don't like specifically? Is it that it's too sweet?
I don't know. I honestly wouldn't be able to because I like barbecue. So it's not necessarily the sweet that I don't like. I don't know what it is, but it's not a food que se me antoja. I never go, you know what I want? Fucking chocolate salsa. I want that. Like it's never crossed my mind. That's what I want.
Oh, dude, you
You
would
know-
have like
you know what?
panicked.
I want like Hershey salsa. Give me that. Like nah. Never once crossed my mind. But if I had to eat it, I can. It's not repulsive. It's not something I seek out, not something I want.
Yeah.
Sour cream though, I'm gonna be like, get that shit away from me. Nah, that ain't it, chief.
That's so
I'm not gonna
funny.
eat that.
It's like, it's so funny, dude. If you just, if Noé was like bullying you, and you wanted Noé to like get away from you, just cover yourself in sour cream, and Noé would immediately stop bullying you.
Like, yeah, dude. I'll be like, you're a freak. You're disgusting.
It reminds me of that scene of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's what the show's called, right?
Yeah.
With Danny DeVito. That scene where he's on the floor with like fucking hand sanitizer all over his body, and he's just looking back at them in like his underwear, and he's like, "I just want to be pure."
It's like, how do you prevent the cops from arresting you? Get naked. They ain't gonna arrest a naked guy. Who wants to touch that?
Well, what if
Right.
what if the cop is like he enjoys
See, look,
the nudeness?
I mean, there's all kinds of technicalities, I guess. But I mean, let's say a good 4 out of 5 chances, 80% of the probability is that they don't want to touch you, especially if you're sweaty, if you're hairy, and that you run the risk of that 20% being like.
Say
Right,
I'm
so-
Zeddy.
So you run there's a risk, okay? That's part of the deal, man. You got to take a risk.
Before
It may
anything,
pay off. It might go horribly wrong.
yeah. Before like any encounter I have with someone, I always give them a sniff test because like, if the smell vibes are not it, then like I don't want to have.
Wait,
I don't do anything.
Wait,
What are you, like a dog?
like a girl? Like
Yeah, it could be a girl too. Yeah.
like when wait, so just befriending someone or getting into the act?
Both.
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh, so
The- the act?
if you smell raunchy, like Yuli don't want you.
Yeah. Like if there's a path to avoid that like encounter, then I will. But if like somehow I get like sometimes I get guests at work and like I smell them, I'm like, no, please like no. And like they come here and then I'm like, oh, no.
That's funny.
It's
You
like,
just get-
yeah.
Is it subtle whiffs, or do you like go up behind them and give them one big?
if you walk past me and that fragrance is what you leave behind, then because like sometimes I don't like willfully smell it because sometimes since I don't like smelling bad, like I don't want to have someone else experience the smellage, so I like being like kind of fresh. Like I
Mm.
get really like sweaty and really like stanky right here, so I'm every morning I'm just dousing it in what's it called, deodorant.
He just wants to
So
be pure.
yeah, I want the most pure, dude. I want everyone to be the most pure.
Uh,
Cause if I smell and like
I can
then
I
like
can
if it's
deal I
not
can deal with stanks, like
really
like
like
I can deal with like okay, so if it's like think of back in high school, right? We were in fucking band. The one smell I cannot deal with, and I will like the 300 kick you, like away from me.
pretty
Well,
kicky.
yeah, like Spartan kick you is like that weird like what's that shit called sunscreen and sweat smell. I
It just smells like watery,
just
like
like I'm getting like my nose is getting that like PTSD, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
to punch someone. Like I hate that smell
you-
specifically in band camp.
that is it that combination?
Yes, it's that
Yeah.
combination specifically of like swamp ass and
Hmm.
fucking sunscreen. Like I hate
Oh,
it. I hate it. I
It
hate it. I
smells.
hate
I
it. I
It
don't.
hate
smells.
it.
It smells like kind
I
of like
don't.
sweaty sock.
It
It's
smells
like
like it's
it's
just
tiny.
yeah, it's like it's gross. It's like it gives me like a weird taste in my mouth too. I'm just like ugh.
Mm.
Okay, because I like the smell of sunscreen only because it's more of an association rather than the actual smell. It's just because when I smell sunscreen, I think like ocean. I think like I'm at the beach, so I
Hmm.
make that association. But that's really it. Kind of
Yeah.
like the same idea of like the smell of like the what is it, chlorine in the water, like in pools.
Uh-huh.
Only because I make the association of amusement parks.
Really?
Okay.
Hmm.
So like Splash Mountain,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
right? That kind of smell. Like that's the association I make. Not necessarily because I like the smell, but it's just I know where I've smelled this before.
So every time you get near a pool, your heart starts beating a little faster?
Yeah, but because I think I'm gonna drown, not because I'm excited.
I thought you
More like more like I'm sensing danger rather than excitement.
a little bit of blood rushes to your peen.
No, that's not the kind of no. It's not excitement.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's more like I'm gonna die if someone pushes me in.
Okay.
Kind
Yeah,
of that.
yeah. See, I had an like I can swim, but I would rather not. Because I had a very traumatic experience when I was a kid. Um, I had a my parents had just gotten me a little dog.
Mhm.
His name was Chamaco Pachon, which just
Oh, nice.
it's a weird way of calling him Fat Boy. In Spanish.
Did you call him by his full government name, or did you
Yes.
guys give him like a nick?
No, it was like Chamaco Pachon.
Chamaco Pachón Cepeda, tú ven pa' acá.
No. But
And then he's like,
but yeah, we went to my uncle's ranch. This dude had all kinds of cows, fucking pigs, chickens, horses, all kinds of fucking animals, right? And he was a vet himself too, so some of those animals, he had a little section for his animals, and then a little section for the animals he was caring for. Um, but then the draining system over there was weird, meaning that there was none. So the way that the way that his drainage worked is he dug a hole, a big fucking hole, and that water went through to that hole. Um, and so Chamaco Pachon decided it was a good idea to just like zoom around the whole ranch, right?
Aw.
This motherfucker falls in the fucking hole, in the sewage. Me, an intellectual, is like, "Oh, I will rescue you, buddy. Don't even trip. I got you, dog." No pun intended.
say less.
Don't no
Say
pun
no
intended.
more.
Yeah. So I go to save this little dumbass. Plot twist. I'm the dumbass. I'm fucking drowning. I don't know how to swim. I've never been in water. So I'm I'm like fucking dying. I got the dog. I was able to get the dog and fucking fling him over me. So the dog made it out. He was chilling. He was like, "All right, dog, peace." I was fucking stuck in the hole. Um, it just so happened that my cousin was looking for me. He passed by and he saved my ass. Otherwise, I would not be telling this story right now. I would have, because I was already like blacking out.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
like, what
crazy.
happened next? Like, did you die? But you're here.
I was like, I was like blacking out, dude. I was so close, and ever since that day, even in the shower, like not hot water, but cold water. Ever since that day, like just turning on the water when it's cold, I freak out.
Ooh, if you
It's a bullshit mechanism that I developed because of that, and I fucking hate it. Like sometimes I'll like get in the shower with cold water on purpose just to try to get over it, but it's like this cemented anxiety that just overcomes me. So
dude, if
I
you
can't jump in pools. I can't jump in pools. I panic.
if you died, who would be running our podcast,
El
dude?
chamaco pachón.
Yuli.
Oh,
He's on here.
good luck to his channel, dude.
Yeah, with the
His life is, your life is his life.
el
Ooh,
chamaco
Jack.
pachón with the CEO of Mono Records, bro.
Dude, Jack is like in Scooby Doo. When Scrappy Doo comes out of the bad guy and it was a robot the whole time. Chamaco Patron, dude, he's in there.
True, but yeah, that fucked me up. Ever since cold water, get that shit away from me. I have to shower in hot water, even if it's fucking like 100 degrees. I have to shower in hot water. I can't do cold water, and jumping in pools is fucking game over for me. I can't do it. I have to like walk in through the fucking steps. I can't just fucking cannonball into the pool.
Ooh,
I, I
dude.
I've had similar experiences, so I have to also walk in if I am gonna get in. Uh, but it's the feeling of not being able to, not knowing how to swim, and being thrown in a pool. Those two experiences don't mix
Hmm. Sometimes, yeah.
because then you're underwater and you're like, wait, I can't breathe under here. Um, so then you don't know how to react in that split second, and it's disorienting,
Yeah.
especially if you're not used to it. You're like, which way is up, which way's left, which way's right? Am I upside down? It's very like,
Not even alive.
where am I? It's like it's a quick, it's a second or two of just not knowing where the fuck you're at.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
So
So I gotta get you guys in my pool so I can show you how to swim.
if you throw me in, we're both dying. I'm holding you down there with.
What the
Yeah,
heck? I
he's
can
just
swim.
grabbing you by the shoulders and putting you
I'm
down
taking
to
you
try to
down
get
with
up.
me. If you're gonna push me in, I'm taking you down with me, and I'm putting you at the bottom of the pool.
I push you in, you like swim to get out just to grab me back in. Like, no, we
No,
died
no,
together.
no. You push me, and on the way down, I'm gonna grab a grip of shirt and possibly chest hair and pull your ass down with me.
Dude.
If I'm going down, you're coming down with me.
Dang, dude. Nah, look, I gotta get you guys like trained out here. I've
Well,
taught
my
every one of
problem
my
is not
friends.
swimming. My problem is not swimming. I can do laps. It's
Uh,
getting in the pool.
yeah, no, I like Domo, like he still doesn't claim, but I taught him how to swim, how to jump in the pool. Like a lot of my friends, a lot of my cousins, like since my house was like really the only one that had a pool, like everyone learned here. And like we just have a little like my little niece, Camila. She loves being in the water now, 'cause one day, just what? And then like from there we got her not scared anymore, and then now she's like willing to like, dude, the other day she tried to get Penguin to come in. And oh, and dude, speaking of Chamaco, Penguin found the pool like earlier this week,
Oh shit.
and like no one like saw or heard. So he was in there like for like 10 minutes, just like swimming around, barking like. And dude,
Oh shit.
my mom said, and I was in my room. I think I was just knocked out, I remember hearing barking, but penguin like when my abuelo's like out there like watering stuff, he like loves playing with the water and like barking at it. So I thought it was just that, but apparently he was in there like swimming and like barking trying to get out. And dude, he was like so exhausted or like just scared or traumatized. Like the whole rest of the week, he's been just kind of like there and just like all scared. So poor penguin right now, he's going through it.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Those cries for help and Yuli doesn't help.
Dude, I
My
was knocked.
with life.
I was schlepped. But dude, we taught him how to swim, so at least he was able to survive.
I think they know instinctually what to do. I don't think they have to. I think maybe they have to practice it, but like my dog, none of my dogs swim, or I've never put them in the pool. I've never put them in those situations. Okay, I'm not that kind of an owner. I don't just throw them in the pool. But when I ever like I was gonna give them a bath and say they have like I put them in a tub, literally just float them over and they immediately start going just like in the air. They haven't even touched the water yet. They're not even close.
It's my
And they're
favorite part.
yeah. And I'm like, I wonder if you would be a good swimmer.
I think, like you said, instinctually they know how to do it. Um, but like we make sure like they for sure like they could swim from there to there. The only thing is like knowing how to get out. Like that's always been a problem, just because he's so
I
small.
mean, I feel like as humans, we should instinctually know how to like do taxes and you know file for loans and shit. Like if that's our thing, like we should just instinctually know how to do that.
See, I have a beef with humans. We're fucking useless for at least like 25 years of our fucking life. Like,
Yep, I'm
like,
I'm,
like,
I'm on my last year of uselessness.
like a cat, right? A cat is born after I believe 6 weeks. They start walking around and exploring. At 6 months, female cats can get pregnant, and they can fend for themselves. Try getting a 6-year-old to fend for themselves. A 6-month-old, they can't. We're born useless, and as it might sound a little morbid, we go kind of useless sometimes, depending at
Think
what
about
point you go in.
think about like sea turtles, dude.
Out the
They
pool.
they lay eggs in the sand,
Oh
and the
yeah,
mom goes deuces,
Good
and
luck.
then the kids they grow up and their first real life like threat is just making it to the water. Right? They come out of the womb trying to survive, but
yeah.
they know they have to go to the water.
It's crazy.
It's instinct for them to go in the water, and then once they're in the water, they know what to do to how to survive. Why can't we do that?
That's intense. I mean, even at 25 years old, there's some 30-year-olds out there that still have no clue what they're doing, and it's pretty intense how humans, like, is it that our brain is too big, and it has to develop? Is that why?
It might be, um, it might be that because our brain is too big, we might just be able to. I feel like it's one. It's like we are able to accept more concepts and more lines of thinking, as opposed to say like an animal that they're born to do like one or two things, right? They instinctually know, like to run. They know what the predators are, and they know what to eat, right? And that's it. They're not out here. You don't see like a fucking deer writing a book on philosophy. Like that's just not gonna happen, right? It like they're not out here doing math.
It's so
They just
interesting that
instinctually know what to do.
it's so interesting that animals that are prey animals know that if your eyes are on the front, run. If like gazelles and zebras, they can chill around each other. They're all like, "Oh, bro, what's up? Your eyes are on the side. What's good?" But if they see anything that has the eyes on the front, they're like, "Nah, fuck this."
But you
And
think like babies know that?
I think they learn that part.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say like, I think they're more nurtured at that one, the baby ones for sure. Like they will
it
follow
depends.
the pack.
It depends on the animal.
Yeah, I
Certain
think that for sure
animals
too.
are right out the womb can survive on their own.
Hmm.
It's like right out the womb, they're already like filing for a lease. It's like
They're born with mortgages.
they're they're born with a good credit score already.
Yeah, dude.
Like right, so it depends on the animal, but there's some animals that are just ready to roll as soon as they come out.
That's crazy.
We are not one of them. We're very
And
much
then
not.
aren't some animals, um, since like they have like a shorter lifespan, but their time, like dogs, like 1 year is like 7 years for them. So when they're born, they're actually like maybe like 7 years old. So they already have like a. That's why they're kind of like already advanced, no?
No,
Is that
like
like
after 1 year, they would be 7.
oh, so when they're born, they're like 7 minutes old instead of 1 minute old,
Something like that.
Can that be an
I, would,
argument as
I don't know
to
where that's come from, but I've always heard it.
right? But because there's like usually smaller animals is where like I've heard that they have, um, like their time perception is like longer. Because like I've heard like an ant, like 1 day is like a millennium for them. But when it gets bigger, like elephants could live up to like 50 years old.
Dude, a fucking turtle, dude. Those
And
tortoises that
turtles,
are like
yeah.
15 years old.
So like maybe unless like it still works like that, where like where turtles, it's like it's still 1 year equals like 7 years. So they're just living to like 700 years, like
It's
in their
it.
lifetime.
I saw a funny tweet where it was like a turtle that was I forgot it was a couple hundred. It was like 100 and something years old, and they were like he lived through slavery, like he lived through the Civil War or whatever. And then someone tweeted, and he did nothing about it. And I was like, come on.
Fucking turtle, dude. He
They're
was
like,
just following the crowd,
man, fuck this guy. He didn't do nothing. He didn't. He wasn't part of the Emancipation crew. Like, no.
dude.
he's
Fuck this
canceled.
turtle.
Like, how do we know that he wasn't? He's not like long lived the Confederacy. What side was he on?
Yeah, true.
They never look. The media never pointed out where he was, which side of the Mason Dixon line he was in. They don't know where that turtle affiliates.
That's why they
I,
stay quiet, dude.
I wonder if an argument can be made that time, like, I don't know how to phrase this, but basically that time affects everything differently. And because like they say dogs, right? Like they is it that their cells get affected by time differently in a more accelerated rate, or is it just that the time thing is not a factor and their cells are just crazy?
I think it's that like it's their biology. I don't think like the universe affects them. It's like
Because
their
that's crazy.
biology.
Like again with like humans, like we take a long time to develop, right? Like
Hmm.
like we are legal adults at 18, but even then, some 18-year-olds are still kind of dumb. Um, a lot of
We're legal.
animals,
We're like real adults around 25.
yeah, a lot of animals, just like again, just like the turtles, they know what the fuck. Like
Yeah.
they don't need mommy or daddy to be like, come here, Jimmy. Like you gotta flop like this. This is what you eat. They're just like, all right, I need
Yeah.
food.
I mean, but then people always say like, yeah, humans are dumb. There's like animals out here out the womb surviving, but when we actually fully develop, like we're cool as fuck,
Oh
dude.
well, of course, but that like it's not like out the womb.
Yeah,
Oh, but
but
like I don't see like why argue that part. Like we're gonna get like good.
I don't see any turtles knowing how to set up a PC. Are they really that smart?
That's
I
crazy
don't see
how
them.
that's
I don't
crazy.
see them like, applying for college.
I wonder if humans became close to extinction because of predators at some point. Because think about it, like even like fully developed adults, like think about like back in the day, like back when there was no technology, like the cave people, cavemen, cave women, cave person.
I'm in
Okay,
there right now.
sapiens.
Yeah.
Cave
Um
sapiens. All right, I'm in that setting.
So you don't understand the concept of tools yet. You probably don't even have a language yet. You can just kind of communicate, like just kind of like pointing that shit. Um,
Okay.
there's no tools. It's just you and like yourself. Like you're probably just feeding off of berries and fruits that you can find because you can't hunt yet. At that point in time, humans are getting hunted left and right because why? We're walking meat pinatas
Hunted by humans or hunted by
by other
animals?
animals.
My other
We're just walking meat pinatas, right?
Okay.
Because we don't have claws. We can get strong, but not as strong to like defeat some animals that are out there like lions. A fucking human and a lion with a human with no tools and a lion, the human loses like
But
10 out of 10 times.
but I don't think humans don't have like any tools because I think since we can like do this, we're gonna grab like a rock
Right.
if we see
But
one and
okay,
use it.
but yeah, like my point is I wonder if we came close to extinction because we were getting preyed on. I think at some
Yeah, that
point
makes
human
sense.
I think at some point humans were like prey and not
Well,
predators
the most. I
themselves.
mean, even now we're still technically prey. If you throw us in the jungle like with nothing, like we're gonna like get eaten by a lion if we don't fight back.
Yeah.
Like we're still prey to something. It's just that we could.
Because I mean there's 7.5 billion of us now. So we obviously made it, right? But back then I wonder if there was a point where it was like, "Oh shit, there was just only a little bit of humans left." And then they figured some shit out. They were like, "Okay, we can't keep living like this or we're going to disappear." And then that's when they got their shit together and they
I
started
think
fighting back.
it's like,
they had like a board
or,
meeting.
Yeah, they had homeowner association and they were like, "Yo, we're going to go extinct."
they're like,
Maybe
hey, homos, come here.
They're like, all right, guys, we're getting massacred out there. Give me some
Come on.
ideas. How do we
Like Jimmy,
survive
let's
this?
go. Like Jimmy thoughts, and they're like,
They have,
whoa.
they're like naked, but they just have a tie on. That's how you can differentiate them.
And they have like a talking stick. Like, all right, Jimmy, here's a talking stick. All right, what can we do out there? We're getting murdered. Well,
Like,
we have
I have
thumbs, dude. We could like stick them up there. We could try fighting
why,
like that.
why phrase it like that?
Well,
Why
that's what
phrase?
I meant. That's how I meant it.
Oh, sir, sir.
Hey, but that's Jimmy. But then
this
he'll
is a
pass the
Christian
stick to like,
podcast.
yeah, dude. But look, that's Jimmy's
Why-
idea. He's gonna
why-
pass the stick now to Steve, and Steve's like, oh well,
No, no, no,
we.
no.
Jimmy's
Steve,
right. We have thumbs, dude. We could pick up something, dude.
Steve is gonna be like, you know what? He's got something. All right. I have a 50-slide PowerPoint presentation on how exactly we can do that.
Well, because you know what's interesting? A lot of primates, a lot of the lower primates are entering the Stone Age now. I think Nat Geo or like some science journal declare that some primates have officially entered the Stone Age. Um, what are those like orange monkeys or orangutans?
Orangutans.
They've officially started using tools.
That's great.
They can spearfish now.
I'm down, dude.
They've there's pictures of orangutans like with sticks fashioned as spears, like throwing it in the fucking water to get fish. Some monkeys, I think it's the little helper monkeys. What are those called? The capu.
Cappuccinos.
Cappuccino monkeys.
Yeah, the cappuccino monkeys.
But they're small, right? So they're the grande
Yeah,
cappuccino monkeys.
they're the tall cappuccino monkeys. They actually use rocks as tools to chop at things.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Like they use little rocks and they just break the nuts.
Yeah.
See, you just brought up something. It's an aside. It has nothing to do with monkeys. It has everything to do with Starbucks.
Okay.
What is the name of their sizes again?
Tall, grande, venti,
Smallest.
tentra.
Yeah.
So then, what kind of fucking nefarious, deceitful mind thought, you know what? Let's not use small, medium, and large. Let's just use like three different ways of saying big for all of them. And if you don't know, if you've never been to Starbucks and never ordered, you wouldn't know the difference.
It's a marketing thing.
Yeah, it's the,
I can tell you straight up, just like what we were talking about, I think a podcast or two ago about clothing brands like Supreme. It's all about marketing. It's that little difference that'll stick to people's heads and be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was a
Like,
venti
well,
drink.
like what's gonna like just the whole reason why they call it like that, like
Because
that
like
makes them like
like let's
quirky,
look at
whatever.
Starbucks, right? Starbucks isn't that special. It's
Mhm.
just fermented bean water and fucking cream and sugar. That's all it is. Sometimes some like
More sugar.
hazelnut syrup. Sometimes some cookie crumbles in there. Sometimes like green tea frappuccinos. It's really nothing that special. It's the marketing. You are selling an experience, just like Chick-fil-A. Their fucking chicken sandwiches. Hot take: Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A sells you the experience of my pleasure.
I was gonna
Hello,
say that.
welcome.
It's the my pleasure that gets you.
Okay, see, look, there you go, Jack. You create another side because as soon as you said that, hot take, I didn't care anything else you say after this point. We could just go ahead and drop the Starbucks. You're really gonna tell me that the Popeyes chicken sandwich is better?
Yes,
It lived up to the hype.
I
To
don't
me-
think they did.
to me it did.
I don't think it did. And I was gonna bring this up last week.
Okay,
I am very late to the game. Okay,
what game?
I just barely had the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh, really?
Really?
Okay.
I just it's because Chick-fil-A has always been like out of my way. It's never been like in like my realm to go eat.
Okay.
Never sought it out, especially since at the height of the whole chicken sandwich race, people were getting stabbed and there was long ass line. You know what?
They
I was
really
like, I
were.
don't eat this.
They really
I
were.
don't eat this.
Yeah.
I tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich only because I went to go pick up my sister, and near her job there was a Popeyes, and it happened to be empty, which was odd. Because if you during that time, if you went to Popeyes, good fucking luck. I thought they were closed. It turns out they were just empty because it was kind of like hidden.
Yeah.
So I went and I tried it, and I was like, nah, it's alright.
It's a good stuff.
Maybe I just got a bad sandwich, because I felt like the crispiness and the meat weren't one.
Oh,
Yes.
Like I
okay.
took the meat and the crispiness came off,
Mhm.
right? So it felt like two separate entities, and I did not like that. I had the Chick-fil-A sandwich because I was like in that Grand Valley area. Was it Grandin Valley?
Mhm.
I was in that area, and I was like, you know what? Chick-fil-A is right there. I'm gonna go get that sandwich. I'm late, but it was the when I was sending you videos of that lime green Lamborghini.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
was in line. I was in line right there.
Yeah. Mhm.
I had it, and I was like, what's the debate?
Mm-hmm.
I feel very confident in saying that the Chick-fil-A sandwich is superior.
Okay, now real quick, did you get the spicy deluxe?
I did. I got the spicy, and I got the spicy from Popeyes, and I think that's another thing I didn't like because their spicy is just a sauce, and the Chick-fil-A spicy is like embedded into it's
The
the actual
seasoning.
sandwich that's spicy. Um,
I do like the spicy deluxe sandwich. It's very tasty. I love it. Now, Chick-fil-A is more of a breaded chicken
mhm.
to me, right? It's more breaded.
Respect.
The reason why Popeyes pushed it just a little bit over the edge, because it's not that much better. It's not that much better, but it's just that little detail. Is that it's fried chicken. It's fat, greasy fried chicken, and that to me just pushed it over the edge just a little more than Chick-fil-A to be like, I prefer Popeyes.
Maybe that's what I got. Maybe it was the greasiness that prevented the breading to like fully like stick to the
Mhm.
chicken or whatever. But it was just, and I got two because I was like, I'm already there. I might as well get the regular and the spicy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't, especially for Popeyes, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this chance again.
Yeah.
So yeah, de una vez I got both. and that's when I noticed that the spicy one is just an added sauce, and I was like, that was disappointing. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah,
That's not what I expected.
but the sauce is good though. The sauce is tasty.
You have
Um,
good sauce.
but I prefer the chick. I'm on Team Chick-fil-A as far as the sandwich game goes, but
But
but and I'm mad at Jack in the Box for dropping the ball
yes,
because during this whole thing,
yes,
and I told you, Jack, I think I
yes.
might have even mentioned it on this podcast. Jack in the Box missed a golden opportunity to wipe everyone off the field. Give
Hmm.
no doubt that the kings of the chicken sandwich resided in Jack in the Box.
Yep.
Okay, because Jack in the Box had these fucking spicy chicken tenders that were elite,
They're the best.
elite. And I'm pretty sure I said on this podcast, if not, I told Jack, if they made a patty out of this, put it on a sandwich with some mayo and your pickles, and have it compete with Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, no compara. Jack in
Fuck,
the Box.
fuck a patty, bro. Just put the strips on the fucking on two
Yeah,
buns.
yeah, whatever. But it's essentially whatever they did for that. Just put it in a sandwich.
Yes,
You,
yes,
you can't compare. Everyone is like everyone move aside.
hmm
Jack in the Box one.
for
Very
sure.
true.
I was working with my dad at that time when the chicken strips were out. And he's like, all right, like go buy lunch. Like I'll stay here and continue working. I was like, all right, cool. The only thing that that was by there was Chipotle and Jack in the Box, but Chipotle had a long ass line, so I was like, I'll get Jack in the Box. And so I got the chicken strips, and I got my dad some too. And even my dad was like, "This is Jack in the Box. This is too tasty for Jack in the Box." Because he's not a big fan of fast food. Like he usually like trash talks a lot of fast food places, but he was like, "This is Jack in the Box." He's like, "This is actually like." He's like, "I can." He's like, "We can get this tomorrow again." And I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's really tasty." And I fell in love with the fucking strips too. They kind of made up for it just a little bit with the popcorn chicken because it's kind of the same chicken. It's kind of, but it's not. But it's
It's
not.
not the same. It's if they did have to drop it, and this was the replacement, it's like okay, but it's not the same, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
It's better than not having because their regular chicken tenders are real meh. There's nothing there.
All right,
Um,
friends.
but wait.
All right, continue.
What made those chicken strips? What put them over the top? They were already over the top. What gave them another story of advantage? And I didn't know this until the last day they had these fucking chicken tenders. When you asked for buffalo sauce at Jack in the Box, it isn't Jack in the Box brand buffalo sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce. So it's a popular brand. This ain't no bullshit like Target buffalo sauce. It's like
It's the
this
big
is as
boy.
legit as legit store bought buffalo sauce as you can get. And I was like, yo, dude, these strips with this buffalo sauce, I'm
With
gonna get this
ranch.
tomorrow. Exactly. And here's the idea that I had. The next day, I was gonna get the strips. I was gonna either if they didn't give me enough Frank's Red Hot, I would buy a bottle, get some ranch, and go home, put them in a bowl, and then like actually make like buffalo chicken strips with the Jack in the Box chicken and eat them that way. I went the next day, and I was like, "Can I get a 5-piece spicy chicken tenders?" And you know what the bitch told me? She like, "No, sorry, they don't. We don't have no more." And I was like, "I no, I don't think you understood. I asked for the 5-piece spicy chicken tenders." No, mijo, we don't care no more. What are you talking about? A promotion over. You have jumbo yak. No, I don't want it. You're telling me you don't have any like lying around back there, like the last couple one? It's gone. What'd you do to them? And it's never come back. But they kept the mini tacos, which are they're fine.
Those are okay.
They added them to the regular menu, but I'm like, why couldn't you do that with chicken strips? Replace the lame ass ones you got. I'm gonna have to call up Jack.
Call them up.
Aquí anda, dude.
I'll be like, Jack, here. You want to win the
Alright.
fast food race? This is how you do it.
Okay, no, this is how you do it. All right, look it. We're talking about how everyone else here, you know, the chicken sandwiches, and now like before it was like before the chicken sandwiches, it was like the who had the best burgers. But now this is where we're gonna change the game, dude. Burgers, chicken sandwiches. What we're gonna like hype up and popularize is gonna be the steak sandwiches, the tortas, dude. All right, bolillo. We get some nice um like carne asada, but like we get it where it's like nice um how can I say it? Because we could get the flank steak where it's like really like skinny and flat, or we get a nice like meaty, but then that might cost a little more. So it depends. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do,
Milanesa?
yeah,
Type of-
because we can either do that. It's either like skirt steak that we could do, or we could do like flank,
Why
or we
not?
go like
Why not?
full on like
Why
like
not do what Chris's Burger, what they do, and just get New York strip?
I mean, we could do that too, but it depends like but how are we gonna make ours different from the rest? How
Listen,
I think we're gonna make it different is like the sauce, like that's gonna be our big thing. So the meats, it whatever. It's
is
like,
it a breakfast? Is it a breakfast steak sandwich or a regular steak sandwich? Because
I mean, we could do both.
Chris's Burgers here in Bassett,
Uh-huh.
they have hands down the best fucking breakfast steak sandwich out there.
You know what? I've been tempted to get it whenever we
Get
do
it.
get like
Do it.
whenever the family, because it's from
You live
from
right there. Just buy
I
it.
live right here,
Just buy
right?
it.
And well, it's because normally when we do like say like on a Saturday or Sunday when everyone's home, my sisters will go and get breakfast, and I always forget that they have that sandwich. So I end up just getting like the hash browns, the egg, and like either a ham steak or bacon, right? Like the regular breakfast. I always forget that they have a steak. What is it? Steak breakfast sandwich or whatever. Is it legit? Is it as legit as you? Is it not overhyped? Is
it's
it
so
like
tasty.
Before, like it is good.
It's so tasty.
I have a personal bias because my mom, you know, she's the torta queen.
Oh
and
well,
she
you can't
makes hers-
you can't okay,
Mm.
you can't throw your mom in the mix.
But I am.
I can't.
Cause
No,
she
no, 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 no.
makes
Stop, stop,
the way
stop.
she makes
Stop,
them, like
stop. No, no, no.
no,
I
only,
can't.
no.
Listen, listen.
Oh.
You can say that your mom makes a favorite torta, but don't throw her in the mix when we're talking about competition because I can't just go and pick up a torta from your mom.
All you have to do
especially
is
when
ask.
no, that's not all we have to do because you will post it in our group chats and be like, look, this is what we're eating, and then we'll be like, oh, dude, let's go pass by and get some, and you'll be like, oh, there's actually not enough for us. Then be like, then why the fuck are you over here promoting it? No.
Okay.
Well, get that bullshit out of here. You get
Okay,
just
I'm only saying it because my mom's food actually has been sold and like it's been mobilized to the streets
Then why
Yes.
can't we get any?
You gotta pay for it.
We'll pay for it.
business.
We'll
got
pay for
money?
it. We got
Well, then, I
we
mean-
got money.
It's bullshit.
No, look it. This is where we're gonna get you your free tortas. We're gonna combine our resources, dude. I have my mom. You know, you guys have your guys' thing. We're gonna ship it and what is it called? Clip it and ship it, dude. We're gonna pack it and smack it. We're gonna oomph it and doof
Put it in an envelope, stamp it.
lick it,
USPS.
seal it, dude. I'm telling you, our torta game is gonna be on
5 to 7
fleek.
business days.
Exactly, dude. Look it. We'll start off. Look it. But we still gotta go back on like how we're gonna do this torta. What I'm thinking, what's gonna sell it is gonna be like whatever type of like sauce we put on it. 'Cause a lot of people they put just green salsa, red salsa.
No.
But some people, I
This-
think we gotta mix it up. I've seen a lot of people do the spicy crema, like the where they get like crema and then they either get like chipotle chiles and they make like they mix it
Yes,
like that,
that
where it's
that's
like a
good.
spicy crema. That could be good too. But
Like a chipotle aioli.
Listen,
ooh,
you're going too far. Yes, the sauce will add like the cherry on top, but what will make or break your torta is the bolillo you choose.
yeah, yeah.
If you
I mean,
choose,
we
if
it's
you
either
choose you some nasty ass bolillo,
no, we
like
could kind
because I've had tortas that inside glorious, perfect, great, bolillo ass, falling
of.
apart, dry, just not a
Yeah.
good experience. Like
Okay,
I
look.
would just rather like open the torta up and with the fucking fork eat it like that.
Mm. So,
Would we have a DLC semita?
yeah,
Semitas would be bomb.
like as an extra. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
look.
like
I like
like
this
an
business
exotic.
time.
Semita though is a more niche
Well, that's
problem.
why
That's why we popularize it. We
No, no, no,
make
no.
it like
No, here's
it
the
would be.
thing. This is where we would have to get into it, because to my knowledge, semita bread is imported. It is not baked here because it has a different process, and the ingredients to make legit semita bread are not in this country. The bread, I go to this place by East LA. The guys are straight from Puebla. They bring their bread from Mexico. They don't make it here. They once a week they go and grab a batch of bread and they bring it here. Semita is a more niche game if you want to make them right, and you
No,
also
no,
gotta
no.
okay.
get queso Oaxaca.
We'll just do what Supreme does and make our like you know how like Supreme did their own like oh no Vans I think did their own like Swancho sweaters,
No, that's
the
waka.
ponchos and shit. We'll just do the same
Make it
thing.
That's
all. Yeah.
disrespect. That's
Yeah,
Look at
disrespect.
we just find the ingredients and we make it our own, and then we could do it as like homemade semita like pan. Like it's
yeah,
not
dude.
this imported. Like we could
My
just
dad
get a
knows how
whole
to
bunch
make
of
the
We'll
bread.
look it. We have a
we'll
little
call them
factory,
Semites or something.
My dad's a baker. He knows how to make the bread.
dude. We just get like all our grandmas, put them in a little factory, like like
A
make a
little
sweatshop
sweatshop.
out of like yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
no AC because you don't want
Nothing,
the bread
dude.
to be cold.
No
No
windows
right,
either. No
no
windows
nothing,
either.
dude. But look, okay. So with the bread, so we can either go with bolillo or like either salado or the not salado. The salado, the salted one is going to be more sturdy, more hard. So if you want to like sog it up with crema or with sauces,
What-
like that's gonna work because we use that. The salted one is the harder one.
Yeah, it's for tortas
It's
ahogadas.
usually for tortas ahogadas
Mhm.
because in my hood, Nayarit, that's like a big thing, tortas ahogadas.
Would
So oh, go ahead.
would they be bolillos or teleras?
Teleras. They have to
The
be
letters
teleras.
probably. They're because those are the more longer ones.
Yes.
The
But
flatter ones.
the flatter ones. But cause we can make steak sandwiches like that, right? Where we just literally cut it and we'll make like a sandwich. Or we could change it where we get a bolillo and we just cut it like a slit and we throw everything in there. So it depends how we want to do it, right?
What would we call this business idea?
Uh, Jack Noel and
Sandwiches.
Yuli's tortas.
Better tortas to do.
Chiro.
Better tortas to do.
Why don't we call it sandwiches and then have like a bruja there?
Ooh, dude. Oh, and then we could dye the bread black and make it like oh.
And dude, it'll be right next to the crematorium, dude.
Look,
Oh wait,
it's all coming
wait!
together,
You
dude.
can't.
Oh,
We
cookie
can't
milk
disclose.
is
We can't disclose our plans.
Yeah.
TM crematorium
We just
TM
said- Look, we just said the name, but they don't know what that is.
crematorium
They don't know
TM
TM.
crematorium TM
Okay.
TM crematorium
Or we
TM.
can.
But they don't know what that is unless we say it.
No.
No,
They
TM.
don't say it.
they just
Okay.
coming soon.
But look, imagine like we're out here like torta gaming it up. We're all the hype, and then all of a sudden Jack in the Box like, oh, try our new steak sandwich. Like then we have competition, but we're gonna show them like, nah, we're the OG, we're the homemade. Like get that generic like bullshit factory like, bro. This is where we
Jack-
come in.
You just see like a Jack in the Box commercial. They're like, well, we're always serving burgers, But this time we're going south of the border. Try our torta milanese. Available now
Bro.
for $3.99.
And then once everyone catches on, I can't wait for the McTorta.
Dude,
With a
kind of like
McCafe.
the McRib, but like we. Well, how would
Dude,
they make?
Chick-fil-A,
Imagine it's on the sesame bun.
Chick-fil-A, like they get their chicken sandwiches, but they swap out the buns for bolillos.
Mm.
Dude, like, it's gonna explode, and then there's gonna be all kinds of like racial appropriations, and it's gonna cause like all this. It's gonna be a great time where you're gonna see all these concepts, and then accusations, then the fallout. We'll go back right back.
But look, we want that to happen. We want like all that type of publicity. Like, yeah. But we gotta get it started first. So let's go to Mexico. You know what? Let's go on like a tasting adventures so we could like taste all these different type of tortas. Then we come back to the streets. We like put them all together. Well, all right, we like this from that. We like this from that. You know, this is how my family makes it. That's how your family makes it. We make the perfect torta, dude.
Buffalo chicken torta.
Ooh. Wait.
Get that mamada out of here.
No, look it. Cause look it. That bullshit they would sell us in the school lunches. But what if we perfect that, dude? We make the perfect like chicken sandwich, but fuck that. The sandwich part, we make it a chicken torta, dude.
Rest in peace, taco snack. Gone but never forgotten.
What if we make the perfect taco snack, dude?
Michelle.
Isn't the taco snack kind of like a burrito, but then they like fry it? Isn't that
whatever it was, bro? Whatever
Yeah,
it was glorious.
It was an interesting concept because it was always called taco snack, and I'm like, it's everything but.
Let me see. Let me look it up.
It's not a taco. It ain't a snack.
It ain't a snack. It ain't a taco. Like what? It was kind of like chimichanga like, but I could never tell what was in it. It was like it was like a Taco Bell meat or something. Like I could never figure it out. Oh, let me before because I don't like the face you're making. Let me just say my piece. I was never a huge fan of the taco snack. I would get it from time to time, but I was never. I was more of a bean and cheese Fernando's burrito kind of guy.
You canceled.
Proceed.
Smucker's Uncrustable Taco Bites. Beef crumble, cheese salsa, and taco seasoning in bread.
They were a Smucker's product?
I'm looking at it right now. You can still buy it $3.99. Stock in Point of Hills. Target.
We sell them at Target?
Dude, you had the hookups this whole time.
I'm finna order some right now.
What's
dude.
in it? What's in it again?
The beef crumble, cheese salsa, and taco seasoning and bread.
You had me at beef crumble. Like, just kind of like nasty unseasoned carne. Like, don't try to make it sound like it's good.
No, it says taco seasoning and bread.
Like, white people. Like, why do you make it extra? Okay,
Question.
how are we gonna make our torta extra?
Before you go there, what is technically taco seasoning?
Like Laurie's.
Yeah, I feel like it's like Laurie's.
It's like in a powder, no? Because I remember when I worked at the grocery store, we always had this powder that's called taco seasoning, but I was always like,
what
is that?
Here, I'll look it up. I'll look up the recipe.
Whatever's in Laurie's, and then they add like more. I don't know if Laurie's has like garlic powder or onion powder in it.
So that's the seasoning for the fries, no?
Yeah. So this recipe.
Kyle Lowry's?
This recipe is 1 tablespoon of chili powder, a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder.
Wait, say it again. I'm stuck on tablespoon.
Okay. Let's gather ourselves.
Come on.
Okay. 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon crushed red pepper flakes, 1/4 teaspoon dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon paprika, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper.
Yeah, that's like everything I thought except the paprikas. I didn't think they would have that in there.
But that's not something we use, right? That's
Paprika?
something
Um,
that's that
Not
no, well,
really.
the whole taco seasoning. That's something that's more of like a hard shell taco kind of thing.
Yeah, because when we like season our meat, like we could like go on with our day if we just like sal, like just a good amount of salt.
Or like carne ranchera, like, but it's more of a
Oh,
marinade rather than
yeah.
Yeah, it's more like an
a
adobo.
seasoning.
Yeah, it's like an
Hmm.
adobo.
Like an adobo type of thing. Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's more like a liquid rather than a powder.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. All right, we're on to something now. What if so we could do like an adobo type like marinade. So cause there's one that I think is it the Gonzalez? There's a store that has like marinated carne asada already, and it has like the adobo, so it looks like just bright red when you cook it, and it's always
Is it food
good.
for less?
It might be food. Is it food for us?
Because we get food for less one. I think
Uh-huh.
we've as a family have enjoyed food for less more than
Mhm.
Gonzalez, and not to mention Gonzalez is more expensive.
Yeah, but anyways, cause most chicken or more torta places are just gonna give you like a regular like
Unseasoned.
non-marinated, unseasoned. I mean, they're
Okay.
gonna season it obviously, but we could do it. Wait, what if we make our
Do they
own
season
marinade?
it or do they spice it?
I think season it like they're gonna salt it if they have like a Lawry's, they're gonna put their Lawry's or whatever like seasonings they made up.
I think the
Because
marinade's
at
the way to go.
the restaurant I worked, since it was all pork stuff, that was their shtick.
Uh-huh.
They made their own marinades and they made their own seasonings for whatever products, and their thing was pretty much everything you had in there, but they liked it spicy, so they added like more paprika, they added more cumin. They had like crushed chipotle peppers, and that was instead of like the chili flakes, they used that.
I
They
think
had adult.
Chipotle. I think Chipotle for me, that specific chili is one of my favorite.
It's because it's like sweet and like it hits you with the spice, but it's still like sweet.
Like, and even forget like because I've had foods that have Chipotle in it, and they somehow remove all the sweet from it. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the taste of Chipotle, that spice, that specific taste of it. It's different. That and
Yeah.
habanero are probably my favorite chilies.
Oh, that's another thing they put in it. It was habaneros, it was the chipotle, and then it was the Anaheim peppers. I forget what they're called. It might just be Anaheim chili
I think
peppers.
it's just Anaheim
Yeah.
peppers.
But it was that they like
Um,
dry them, crush them, and that's their seasoning.
Chi- Chipotle's for me is more situational,
Mm-hmm.
and the only situation that I truly enjoy them is semitas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think in any other case I'm craving. See, like I'm more of like the jalapeno, serrano, the habanero, um, poblano. Uh, Chipotle's not necessarily. Oh, it's more of. I think it's a regional thing.
This right here
What that?
is my jam. El Yucateco. It's
Uh
an
huh.
habanero, extra extra hot with three X's, extra hot sauce, and it's chile habanero. Let me see. Let me try to focus. Right here. Oh, right there. Chile habanero, El
Yes.
Yucateco. This thing, I'm almost done with this. Look at the color of
Mm-hmm.
that. Straight
Yeah.
habanero.
See, a lot of my favorite type of chiles, like a lot of people like just like the red ones. I like that darker brown
Yes,
ones too.
yes.
Like
It's
at
elite.
restaurants with the chips and dip. Like I like those kind.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like this
Okay.
Yucateco, like I put this bitch on everything. If I get McDonald's,
You got
I
X.
if I get like chicken nuggets, I'll get hot
You got
mustard.
X.
I'll get hot mustard. Put it in the hot mustard. Mix it up. Yucatex.
You got
Mac
X, dude.
Mac double. Add mac sauce.
You got X.
Yep. On my fries.
You got
On my
X.
fucking breakfast burritos. Like
You got
I
X.
have many of these, and I'm almost done with this bottle. Like and this has also been cause of like a lot of stomach issues, but it's so good.
It's so good, dude.
You're like you'll walk into like we'll be invited to the Beverly Hills Wilshire, and then it'll be like world class gourmet food, and Jack will just like come in and just the Texas here.
He
Look.
has it out of his like coat pocket, just.
It's just like
I'll do you guys one better. Look, this is gonna be me. I'll send you guys the image on Messenger.
Sure.
I'll send it right now, and then I'll put it up for the peeps.
Oh, I love our peeps, dude.
Okay.
Shout out to all the peeps.
Yeah, the peeps.
Show me your
This
peeps.
this is gonna be.
Oh, don't say that. Why would you say that?
This is
As
gonna
in, like a
this is
picture
me.
of yourselves. dude.
Like, look, we're eventually gonna get rich and famous. We're gonna go to the Salt Bay restaurant, and I'm gonna walk in like this gentleman right here.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Salt Bay. We're gonna go to the Gordon Ramsay like restaurant in like Paris, or maybe in like England. And this is gonna be me. I'm gonna walk in with my yucateco, like I keep that motherfucking thing on me.
Have you sent it?
Oh, did I not send it? I thought I did.
Yeah, you had one.
I'm waiting.
Hold on.
I know.
I thought I hit
I'm
send.
waiting.
Oh,
Man.
here it is. Here it is. I'm
Look,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Suspense.
There it is. I thought I had sent it, but there it is.
It's in a
I was not
holster.
I
Yeah,
was not
dude.
expecting that.
I'm
dude.
always ready. I'm always ready, bro.
You keep that
I would
motherfucker
love
down,
it.
dude.
I would love it if you're like you pull it out and start doing like tricks and shit with it.
Oh, just fucking, and then just put it back in the holster.
Dude,
See,
Jack
but,
when
like-
he's old.
But you got it onto your food without stopping the show. The show never stops. It's just what
Yeah.
in the middle of like doing this, you'll be like,
Oh yeah. Oh, the hibachi. Oh. Okay, look it.
and then you throw it up and just go like that, and it goes. Whoosh.
Look
Dude,
it. All right.
I gotta
Next
work on that.
level. So okay, we're instead of making ours like a fast food type of torta, we're gonna make it a gourmet torta, and the whole experience where we're gonna make Jack a hibachi grill dude. So he's gonna be there, dude. He brings out the little like carriola, and he's there, and then he has all the stuff. And then on this pocket, he has like the hoister with his phone, and then on this one, he has the one with his sauce. And he's sauce and us, and he's in there, dude.
Dude.
And then we could do the thing they do with the huevo, and they like spin it, and then they whoop, and then like it lands in their head. Ooh, dude.
Is that what they do?
You haven't seen that one?
Sounds
When
like a
they like
lawsuit.
when they throw it, or then we could do the thing with the volcano.
The onions.
Like-
But inside is that habanero sauce?
Yes, dude. So
Actual
then when
lava.
when
Fucking smoke
when-
out everyone in the room.
Yeah, when it explodes,
I can't see.
and then we could give them the like the traditional
Hot box,
Mexican.
dude.
Yeah.
Each one has their own individual like little room. You can't get out.
Yeah.
It's part of the
and then-
experience.
Ooh, what if we make it? We do like a Mexican like cultural like tour. So then they go. So I'm thinking like a museum, but as the exhibits, it's like all right, now you're gonna experience how Mexicans like every morning when their mom was making chiles. So then we have like just like your mom right there, and she's cooking up chiles, and everyone's just dying, walking through the
No.
exhibit.
You gotta make it more subtle. All right. You go into the room. There's another room where there's a kitchen. Everything is fine. They're like, all right, the exhibit continues through this door. You go in through that door, and you'll see another door. We'll pass through there. And just imagine, like, the SpongeBob perfume department scene. It's essentially what it is. You gotta cross this kit. As soon as the door opens, everyone starts coughing. They're like, "Nah, sorry, man. The only way through is getting through this kitchen." Okay, look, the lady right there isn't phased, so you shouldn't either.
Mhm.
It's insane, dude. How do they do it?
We offer them like gas masks. They're like, nah, dude, what the heck? Why do I want to wear that? And they're like trying to run. They're like,
Funny story. Sometimes when my sisters get lazy, they'll just like when they make salsa, and they don't feel like doing it like on the comal and shit, like they'll just microwave like all the the verduras and shit, like in una cosita con agua, when they don't feel like doing the whole procedure. Like when it's like a quick thing where it's like, oh fuck, we're out of salsa, like let's just do one real quick. I guess they overheated it, porque when that some bitch came out, it was like pepper spray, right? And I'm chilling in my room, and for anyone who doesn't know, my room connects like this, the door that goes right out, it goes right out into the kitchen, right? All I hear, all I hear is it was actually one of my sisters and my grandma, dude. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Dude, it sounds like they're dying. Right? And I'm scared to open the door because I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I open the door. Oh, dude.
Game over.
Some of my molecules changed to just chile. I didn't breathe it in. It went straight to the lungs. Like, I didn't even get a chance to process it, dude. Like, I was just like, what the fuck happened? My sister and my grandma got the brunt of the attack. So they're dying. Right? I have the door open long enough where my dog Mona was in the room. He starts sneezing, dude. He's sneezing up a storm. Even he's feeling it, dude. He's like, and I was like, oh fuck, dude, like, what are you doing? And we had to make sure the kids were in their room. They didn't get out because they were gonna cough up a storm. And it was like once it like we aired out the house, we were like, I was like, what the fuck did y'all do?
You're gonna kill the whole neighborhood.
They're like, I guess we just put too much time. And I was like, what do you mean you guess? You do it all like it happens regularly enough where it was like how you do it regular enough where you should have the timing down. What happened? And I still to this day I don't know what went wrong, but it was literally like it wasn't even chile in the air. It was straight pepper spray. It was so violent. It was a horrible experience.
That shit.
And still it lingered in my room for a little bit.
That shit on Sundays, bro. It was the worst alarm to wake up to.
Oh yes.
You can't breathe.
Like yeah, like my mom, like she like because we always like ate together on Sundays for lunch, and my dad like if there's no salsa, like there's no food for him. So it was the worst alarm when you're trying to sleep in. Just fucking out of nowhere, just like snoozing, and then you're like, you fucking gotta run outside and try to like compose yourself a little bit.
You wake up like gasping for air. You're just like, like, dude, it's a scary experience.
It's the worst, but the reward is.
It's worth the risk though.
It's well worth it.
What ends up coming out is worth it.
Mm-hmm. So look at, I'm telling you, I think we have this whole business plan. Like I think we're on to something, dude. We're gonna change the game.
What if during these quarantine times, would you be open to doing something like a HelloFresh type of deal? You know HelloFresh?
When they send you the box and like it has all the ingredients already.
Oh, everything's like pre-measured. Everything like you basically you just put it all together. Would you be opposed to doing something like that? For anyone who may or may not want to, come to the restaurant, even post Corona, you don't know who's gonna be, permanently affected, like by not wanting to go out anymore, and the alternatives of bringing the food to your customer as opposed to you bringing the customers to you. You go to the customers.
So look at, my mom and dad had always had that business plan already kind of in their head because they wanted to do like instead of people like coming to us by like a restaurant or something, what they wanted to do is hit up like city of industry, all those factories, like they have to have lunch, right? or breakfast in the morning. So we just like pre-make a bunch of like burritos, breakfast burritos, quesadillas and stuff, and we just deliver it to like those factories. Like, hey, like we have business. Like, we I don't know if any workers have had lunch or whatever, and we just go, dude. We just sell them like that. But I like your idea where we send them a little box of all the
Yeah,
ingredients, and now they can have the pleasure and like fun of like making their own, dude.
like let's say we had like a set list, so to speak, a menu, and like let's say Jack's like, you know what? I feel like getting the blue cheese buffalo chicken torta. Cool. We will send you the ingredients that we normally use to make this. Like you're not gonna like have them make the like. Let's say we made in-house buffalo. You would give them the buffalo already made. You wouldn't give them the ingredients to make it because you don't want to reveal all the secrets.
Right,
But you like here's the sauce, here's the chicken, here's the bread. It's already sliced, so you don't have to trip about that. Here's the blue cheese, and here's the step the I think they give you steps on how to make what it is
like like a
that you're
little
gonna
like
do.
Xerox paper with
Yeah, like a quick little like step one,
mm-hmm.
cook the
Like
chicken
Blue Apron,
or
right?
whatever. Blue
Yeah,
Apron, Hello Fresh, that kind of shit.
Hmm.
yeah.
I was saying like, what if like especially right now during these quarantine times, we did something like that.
Oh, instead of HelloFresh, like ¿qué onda?
¿Qué onda, fresco?
Fresco. Oh, that rolls
Qué
off the tongue,
fresco.
dude. Que fresco, dude. Ooh, TM, TM, TM. I'm digging that, dude.
or uh, uh um something a little more ethnic, something a little more
¿Qué pedo, güey?
um yeah, something with a
Ooh.
little more something with a little more spice.
Ah.
A little more andale.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little more Reba vibe. You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh like a Simone Way kind of thing, or un a huevo.
Oh, Simone way, and then we could be like, yeah, Simone says this is how you cook, and we make it like a Simon Says type of thing. Simone says, cook your thing like this.
And just to
Ooh.
fuck with people, we'll put way as in like WAY,
Uh-huh.
Simone's way. Like it'll be like Simone's way, and
Simon's
if you know,
Way.
you know.
Oh,
Simon's
I really
way.
love this Simon's Way cooking stuff.
Dude, TM,
Simon
TM, TM, TM.
says, cook the food this way.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
funny.
dude, TM.
And then in one of them we don't put Simon, and then like they're like, fuck, wait, do I do it or do I do not do it? And they're just
Simon didn't
confused.
tell me.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like a
dude.
typo, but then it causes controversy. Like the SWAT team shows up to the house trying to defuse this bomb that isn't there because no one knows what to do because there's no Simon.
Oh, dude. Look at that. And then look at publicity, dude. A house burnt down because of us. That's lit, dude.
Literally,
Easy peasy.
Literally.
literally, it's lit, bro. I kind of like this.
I dig
What
it
else?
too,
Like
and
this
I dig it too.
All right. So
Yeah,
like now,
it sounds pretty good,
all
but
right. So
now, I feel like at some point we'd be start cross promoting, so to speak, and opening up our own brewery.
ooh,
Have our own beers to pair. What if you did like we craft a certain beer with a certain torta? Have like alcohol and beer nerds to be like, okay, what flavors match with this torta? Based on the
yeah.
ingredients of this torta, flavor like from a flavor profile, what would be the best combination for this? That way, when you eat the torta with this specific beer, it's an experience. It elevates the entire meal. It's not a meal.
Obvious,
That's the slogan. It's not a meal. It's an experience.
dude. Okay, okay. Now, are we sticking with like our thing, and it's only gonna be like Mexican like type of beers, and we're brewing like that
I,
kind?
I, I think you just have to stay there for now. I
Mm,
think if you branch off too quickly, too
we
much
lose
too
our
quickly, it dilutes it.
we lose our identity.
So I think we'd have to stay with like Mexican lagers, possibly.
And
I don't
then
know how dark necessarily Mexican beers normally get. Probably like Modelo Negra or Negro.
yeah,
What is
Yeah.
it called?
Modelo
yeah,
Negra.
Is it dark or is it just like a brown?
No, it's dark as
it's
fuck.
like yeah.
It's dark as fuck.
Yeah.
How it,
Wow.
is it like a stout or what exactly is it?
It tasted like a Modelo when I tried it, Loki. Like
No,
it
it
didn't
tasted
taste
like a
different.
stout to me. It tasted like a
Really?
stout to me, yeah. My
Maybe
mom
I'm
loves
not.
it. My mom won't drink any beer, but if there's Modelo Negra, she'll chug a couple of those.
Oh, shit.
Dude, pair that up with a mole torta.
Ooh. So look at that. That's like I already have like all these torta flavors, dude. We're,
Dude,
we're gonna we're gonna experiment, dude. Like like
can
we'll
we
we'll
have
do like
can
a
we have like a
pizza
McRib
torta,
torta?
a McRib torta, a pizza torta,
What is it technically called? What are the? Because obviously it's not McRib. McRib is like TM, but like,
like a
what is
rib,
that actually?
like a rib sandwich.
Rib sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
A rib byproduct sandwich?
Yeah,
Like a
but
rib
I mean,
putty?
we could have those things too, but we just call them tortas. Cause look at we could do the
Like that
pizza.
description?
Mm,
Rib putty?
Rib paste sandwich.
ew. 'Cause look at we could do pizza tortas. Look at pizza tortas are not out of the norm, dude. We make them all the time. Instead of like on a sandwich, it's just the two bolillos, and we just put cheese, or we get the sauce, the cheese, the pep, and whatever toppings we want, and then we just put them in the oven. So look at we could, and then okay, then we could get like birria like type of like meat, and then we could have a consume, and then we dip the sandwich in there. Ooh, okay, a dessert torta.
Oh, wait. So it would it? I'm assuming the birria would be a little drier, just so
We
you don't
need the
get the
consume.
sandwich soggy, but you have the little
Yeah, yeah.
au jus, so to speak. So
Yes.
it's like a tri-tip sandwich.
Mhm.
Dessert torta, Nutella, banana, and ice cream.
Ooh, okay. So like we put it in the toaster, the bolillo, cut it, Nutella,
Oh no no no!
and then
Put it in like cut it in half, like long way. Put it in the toaster. Take out the migajon, and you have like a cone. Nutella,
okay.
That's where
Nutella,
it's at.
banana, and
Oh,
ice
oh,
cream.
oh.
You
So
you
like
make you make like like a bolillo cone.
so
Yeah.
okay, so this is like the bolillo, right? We cut off the head, we scoop out the bread insides, and we just throw
Yes.
ice. Oh, I like the way you think,
And
sir.
I know because that's what I used to do.
What the hell? What kind of
My
animal are you?
me and my mom used to fuck around with desserts a lot, and
I'm
that's
assuming it would have to be like the harder shelled bolillo.
yeah. Well, once
Would
you
you say
toast it,
the salt one?
no, the regular one, but once you toast it, it has a like a stronger consistency.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, and then
I wouldn't.
in the mornings, sometimes when like I was younger, like just give me like a nice little cup of coffee, a lot of crema, a lot of sugar, and then just like just a bolillo, dude, just a nicely like baked bolillo. And just I just rip some out. I like dip it a little bit, and just like that, dude. And then we could
Oh, in
serve
your
that in the
cafe?
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
Oh,
getting a
I've never
little
had.
rip. Like usually, like when we have like menudos in the mornings, a lot of people on my family drink it like with like have like a cup of coffee since usually in the morning. But then we have like freshly like bolillo there. And like what I like to do is like get the bolillo and just start eating like that. But like I'll rip apart, dip it in my coffee.
I normally would have cut them in half and then spread them with butter,
Ooh, oh,
mantequilla.
that could be another dessert. We just make the like the pan with mantequilla and sugar and maybe some canela.
That's elite.
Ooh,
Like a French toast torta or a French toast bolillo kind of
how do you
thing.
say French in Spanish?
Frances.
Frances.
Tortas franceses or pan francés.
One of my favorite things that my grandma used to make are called molletes. So like
Wait, I think.
you have
Sounds
the
like a slur.
molletes. Get your head out the gutter. So you have the bolillo, right? instead of cutting it like this, you cut it like you would make a torta, but you would slice it down the middle completely, just
Mhm.
full slice. Now you have two halves: beans, cheese,
Oh yeah,
oven.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Elite.
Well, I will put the cheese after, like queso fresco, right? Or are you thinking
No, no,
like
no,
shredded cheese?
like queso Oaxaca
Huh? Wait, you would
or
still put that
mozzarella.
in?
Yeah, or mozzarella.
Huh? Because I can see all that, but then like queso fresco or even just the
You could
queso
do queso
Oaxaca
fresco too.
after.
You could do queso
No, but
fresco too.
not cook it.
No,
Like
no, no,
you.
no. You cook
Oh,
it.
really?
You cook it.
Mm.
Or
Monterrey
enmoladas.
Jack
Enmoladas too.
and moladas.
Mole. The same two slices. Mole, chicken, and cheese.
Wait,
So we're gonna call the mole torta mortas, right?
Ooh. Las
or torlets
muertitas.
or torles, dude.
What?
Torles.
Turtles.
Oh, okay. What? Actually, what if we scrap the whole like torta thing and we're emphasizing tortas, but what if we make like a bolillo type of thing where like how all the different ways you could eat bolillo or birotes, you know?
The
So
bolillo
then we
store.
get the bolillo store and we could be like, we're the bolillos fundidos, dude.
I
The
was,
bolillos. The bolillos
I
fondillo.
was not
Yeah.
expecting such a dumbass name.
So you're telling me that some non-Spanish speaker is gonna come up to our store and be like, Bolillos Fundillos, huh?
We have
Bolillos
no,
Fundillos. That's what do you think that means?
dude, how
I think
funny
it
would
means
it
I
be?
think it means fresh bread.
Oh, so we reverse it. Fundidos, bolillos. Right? So then we have a bunch of white people walking around the street like saying that and they don't know what it means. Like that's
Have
peak
you ever
comedy right there.
tried? I've I just went to this one little gourmet spot the other day. Okay, no, Peggy, you don't realize it's called Fundalos Bolios, right? Is that what it's
Bolalos.
called?
Bolalos.
Fun,
It's bolalos, Karen, you dumb fuck.
oh,
Oh gosh darn it, dude.
Bolalos Fundalos. It's this Mexican spot. It's great. They have these like cheese sandwiches they call quesadillas or whatever, but it's fantastic. Like, dude, I'm hyped to have people talk about our stuff like that.
Look at dude. I'm telling you, alright, so
Yeah.
I think we're on to something, dude.
TM. Fundilos,
TM.
Bolilos,
Yup,
TM.
yup. TM.
Every permutation of those two words in some kind of context has been trademarked already.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All types of pronunciations of it and
Bundalos,
translations.
fundalos, or fundillos, bolillos, whatever it is.
Dude, we're on to
I
something.
think I think this business idea is a good place to end it. Yet another business idea by your boys from Better Things to Do. We've been at
Yeah,
it for an hour and
Dude,
38 minutes.
we're
dude,
gonna be
imagine we got most of these like rolling, dude. We'd probably be in like fucking a lot of debt.
True.
that's not worth that.
True.
Dude, you gotta look at it at the bright side, dude.
No. But it's like you got to be in debt before you make money,
I
right? It's part of the game. All you need is one to work,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's why we come up with a bunch of ideas. Throw them
That's
all out
why
at the same time. One of them's gonna hit, dude.
bankruptcy is inevitable, but that's part of the risk.
Especially if we use Jack's bank, dude. Like he's the one in debt, cause he's the one who took the money out of his bank. And me and you, oh no, that's not fair.
Off
And the
of Eula's
podcast.
bank. Off of Eula's bank.
And
Alright.
the podcast.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like, leave us a comment as to why you didn't like the podcast. Follow me at JC Prods. Follow Yuli at King _ Yuli. Follow Noe at _. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter at BTTD.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the next podcast. Bye bye. Someone's not a fan of kisses.
That's when you kiss me.
It was so close I could taste it, and I
Well,
didn't like it. It's
well-
just it was. I felt your tongue in my ear, and I didn't like.
Well, maybe someone out there will appreciate it. Maybe someone out there needs a little smooch.
it. They're like they feel the.
And we're out.